That the 9th National Assembly and the executive arm of the Buhari presidency are now very much on the same page is not in doubt. And as the president lays the 2020 appropriation bill for consideration, the ambience in the hallowed chambers clearly indicates unity of purpose as well as avowed commitment by all to accelerate the pace of socio-economic development and enhance the welfare of Nigerians, political differences notwithstanding. The 10.33 trillion naira budget proposal presented by the Nigerian leader is made up of 2.14 trillion naira capital expenditure, 4.88 trillion naira for recurrent debt service obligation of 2.45 trillion naira, 556.7 billion naira statutory transfers, as well as sinking fund of 296 billion naira.
The main emphasis will be completion of as many ongoing projects as possible, rather than commencing new ones. MDAs have not been allowed to admit new projects into their capital project for 2020, unless adequate provision has been made for the completion of all ongoing projects.
The budget is predicated on a conservative oil price benchmark of $57 per barrel, oil production of 2.18 million barrels per day, an exchange rate of 305 naira to a dollar, real GDP growth of 2.93%, while inflation is expected to remain slightly above single digits.
Accompanying the 2020 budget proposal is a finance bill for your kind consideration and passage into law. The draft finance bill proposes an increased VAT rate from 5 to 7.5%. The additional revenues will be used to fund health, education, and infrastructure programs. As the states and local governments are allocated 85% of all VAT revenues, we expect to see greater quality and efficiency in their spending.
As the government proposes, the 2020 budget is expected to be financed by 8.15 trillion naira oil, non-oil and other revenues, while the deficit of 2.18 trillion naira will be funded through new foreign and domestic borrowings.
Our government remains committed to ensuring the equitable sharing of economic prosperity. Our focus on inclusive growth and shared prosperity underscores our keen interest in catering for the poor and most vulnerable. Accordingly, we are revamping and improving the implementation of the National Social Investment Program through the newly created Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development.
With ministries of works and housing, power and transportation getting the lion's share of capital allocation, the budget has, amongst other priorities, strengthening macroeconomic environment, enhancing critical infrastructure, accelerating the pace of socio-economic recovery, as well as achieving the objectives of massive job creation and poverty reduction.
We need to quickly review the fiscal terms for deep offshore oil fields to reflect the current realities and for more revenue to accrue to the government. We estimate that this effort can generate at least $500 million United States dollars additional revenue for the federal government in 2020 and over $1 billion from 2021. We remain committed to prudently planning for our future economic prosperity.
While commending the lawmakers for their renewed sense of cooperation, understanding and support with the executive arm in the task of taking Nigeria to the next level, the president also appreciated Nigerians for renewing his administration's mandate to continue with the Change Nigeria enterprise, which he promised will be delivered.
I thank you most sincerely for your patriotic resolve to collaborate with the executive in the short and long term.
More details on the 2020 budget will be provided by the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, in the coming days. In Abuja, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.